So what we hear a lot is that the tourists and people say child prostitution, that was a problem 15 or 20 years ago in Pattaya. Now we have everything under control.
That's a very tricky question because we have been, in our own experience, we see that from time to time, someone can always manage to sneak in and do something bad against the children. We have a lot of walk-in cases reporting the incident or any bad activities against the children. And especially in this area, the walking street area is very famous for the nightlife, so it is very crowded, very unhealthy for the children.
Do the tourists want to hear these stories?
To be honest, not exactly, because they are here for very specific purposes, as you can imagine. But at least there's a thin line between prostitution and child prostitution.
The child protection workers explain that what's called normal sex tourism here in these red light districts creates structures that pose a severe threat to children. As we were filming, this young boy walked down the street lined with bars, all on his own. His family had sent him out to sell chewing gum to tourists. Now he's being accompanied home by the child protection group.
Just imagine they're wandering around the street and someone just grabbed them into the very dark corner. So this kind of thing we have to create awareness. If you see any children involving with the underage prostitution, please do not hesitate to call the hotline 1300. We thank you so much. We appreciate your cooperation. Thank you so much.
Many successful advances in the battle against child prostitution seem to be falling short in Pattaya. We observed children walking hand in hand with tourists late at night. No one stepped in or even seems to be surprised. We're on our way to police headquarters in Bangkok. After several requests, the Deputy Police Chief of Thailand has agreed to give an interview. He's coming from an important appointment with the Interior Minister. Before our interview, he first changed out of his formal dress uniform. Surachat Hakpan cultivates a reputation for being tough on organised crime in the red light districts.
We filmed in Pattaya and saw many underage girls working in the red light zones. Child protectors tell us pedophile criminals select Thailand as destination again. What do you do against it?
ครับวันนี้ในเรื่องของสถานการณ์การล่วงละเมิดทางเพศของเด็กนะครับ
It's true that child abuse here in Thailand and across Southeast Asia is very concerning.
โดยเฉพาะในเอเชียตะวันออกเฉียงใต้เนี่ยน่าเป็นห่วงมาก
The children being abused are getting younger, and the violence towards them is getting worse. Our investigative work is difficult, especially because those who produce child pornography are using new technologies to cover their tracks.
The Royal Thai Police provided us with these videos. They show a special task force on the job. The TICAC unit fights online child abuse, a phenomenon that increased massively during lockdown. They show children being forced in front of internet cameras and abused. The material is later sold to customers all around the world. Several dozen children were freed from the hands of paedophile gangs last year. Family members are often accomplices to the crime. The police chief in Pattaya has some success to report. A German suspect has just been arrested on suspicion of child abuse. He's accused of propositioning child prostitutes in a bar.
วันนี้เนี่ยในพื้นที่เหล่านี้เป็นพื้นที่
These bar districts are high-risk areas for children.
วันนี้สถานบริการทุกแห่งนะครับผมเองท่านผบ.ตร
But just today, the Interior Minister and I have decided we would order every police station in the country to strictly monitor all bars and clubs.
คือ
We do not tolerate child prostitution.
จะต้องไม่มีการนำเด็กนะ
We just proved that in Pattaya, where we closed a bar with underage prostitutes. The perpetrators are facing tough sentences.
ทางกระทรวงมหาดไทยเนี่ยเข้าไปตรวจสอบมีเด็กอายุต่ำกว่า16 ปี 2 คนโอเค
ค่ะขอบคุณมาก
ขอบคุณมากนะครับขอบคุณมาก Thank you
The deputy police chief thanks us for the interview, and we inquire about the German arrested in Pattaya. Surprisingly, he invites us to film a discussion of the case.
ขอบคุณมากค่ะ
Pattaya's top police officer has just arrived with new details. The closed, suspected paedophile joint is called Cobra Bar and is located in the middle of Pattaya's pleasure district.
In the bar, we confiscated receipts. They were on the table in small wooden holders. Each could be traced to a girl that worked there. The girls testified that they were to have the customers pay for as many drinks for them as possible. At the top of each bill, each girl noted her nickname. That's how we know that 11 females worked in the bar. We could identify all of them. I can show you here.
Are they over 18?
No, they're not. Only one is of age.
So nearly all children. Where are they now?
We're looking for a safe place where we can house them together.
The youngest girl we questioned is called An. She's just 12 years old. She told us she came to Pattaya with her divorced mother. Her mother works collecting garbage, and the girl says she would sneak off to the bar to earn extra money for food.
The investigators were unable to tell us much about the German they had in custody in Pattaya, just that it was a man from Frankfurt. He's said to have taken underage girls from the bar to his apartment multiple times. Police were investigating allegations of rape and child abuse. The photographs from the police files show that he was apparently a regular customer at the suspected paedophile bar. Social workers and therapists were now caring for the freed underage girls. Their days in the Cobra Bar were desolate. The images show the children were apparently forced to drink with the customers until they passed out. Om is determined to not let her son grow up in a red light district. 4-year-old Tim lives with Om's mother in the countryside. That's the route many take in Pattaya. Children are raised by their grandparents in the village, while their mothers stay in the cities to earn money as prostitutes.
Hello?
Although it's a taboo in conservative Thailand, it's a way of life for tens of thousands of poor families. Om is trying to stay close to her son, even though she's far away. Their daily call is a ritual for them both. Om tells him to keep being a good boy. Soon, Mama will be home again.
Bye-bye ก่อน bye-bye เดี๋ยวแม่โทรหาใหม่อีกแล้ว
Tim's father still lives in Germany. Om tells us he continues to ignore her calls. He has yet to pay a single cent of child support.
อ๋อดูเอกสารที่มาจากเยอรมันนะคะแต่ก็คือไม่รู้ว่า
I have some documents on my pregnancy from Germany.
ภาษาเยอรมันตอนนั้นเหรอคะเขาก็
But I didn't know what was in them because it's all in German. He had all the official papers, but he didn't pass them on to me. He only gave me copies.
เดี๋ยวยังไงก็ต้องกลับมาเขาไม่ให้ตัวจริงมา แต่เขาก็ไม่ได้ว่า
He said I didn't need the originals. Back then, the baby had yet to be born, and I didn't know what German law was like or what I would have needed to
ก็คือ
do.
ไม่รู้ว่าต้องทำยังไง
Meanwhile, Om has taken the documents to a German Thai law practice. They told her that Tim's father in Germany recognized his paternity in writing before he disappeared.